Welcome back to another episode of OATS Uncut. We are unedited, uncut, unscripted, and unfiltered because life is like that. I have the pleasure of the company of a beautiful young lady, Arya. Arya, welcome to OATS Uncut. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really nice.
Wonderful. Arya is a sixth grader and has been a student of Orator Academy in the past. I haven't seen her for a while, but I invited her back because I really wanted to showcase her. She's a wonderful, enterprising young lady and also a mini celebrity right now. So, Arya, tell us about your recent experiences. When you came to me first, I believe, you were trying for spelling bee or you had been to spelling bee already?
I've been to spelling bee, but I couldn't make it past the third round when I was in third grade in my school because I was a little nervous and afraid, and I kept on second guessing myself for this word Althorn.
And how do you spell it?
Althorn.
Wonderful. I didn't mean to put you on a spot, but since you brought it up, I thought you must know how to spell it. So what made you decide to try spelling bee?
Because I got that far on my first try, so I wanted to see if I could get even farther on my second and third try.
But who suggested that you try spelling bee the first time?
I just found it in my school, and my teacher told me that I was really good at reading and writing, so I should try it.
And when you did, you enjoyed the experience the first time also?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many rounds did you go through the first time?
I went through two of my school rounds, actually. I got out in the third one because of that word that I just said. And on the second time, I got to the national spelling bee. And that time there was only like 14 people in the state spelling bee round. But the next time it was 63. And I was even more unprepared. So that's why I kind of got out in that round.
So, what role does confidence in yourself play when you are out there trying to spell crazy words?
So confidence, you have to be confident in your word and how you're spelling it, because if you second guess yourself, you maybe write the first time, and if you second guess yourself on that word, then you will probably get it wrong.
You know, what you just said is actually such a big message, not just for spelling bee, for life in general, not to second guess yourself, because typically the first gut feeling that we get is the right feeling and the right answer. So everybody who's listening, learn it from Arya. Trust your gut. Don't second judge yourself. This was so brilliant. Then you went back to spelling bee and you went through how many rounds?
I went this year, actually in fifth grade, I went through all my school rounds. I won the school B, but I couldn't get through the state round because there was so many people than last time, and I was even more unprepared because I've never seen this many people in a spelling bee.
Oh, wow. Wow. And you went to DC also for it?
Yeah, I went to DC in fourth grade when I won the state spelling bee.
That is so cool. That is so cool. I was very good at spelling too, but I don't think I can spell all those crazy words that I hear from you sometimes. What was the other word that you were saying in that video that you made for Kelly Clarkson?
Flibbertigibbet.
Flibbertigibbet? What does it mean?
It just means somebody who's really crazy and really what's the word for it?
Wild?
Yeah, wild and loud and
Obnoxious?
willing to take chances.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Willing to take chances too. Yeah. Interesting. And how do you spell it?
Flibbertigibbet.
Oh my God. Flibbertigibbet or gibbet?
Gibbet.
Gibbet. Flibbertigibbet. I have never ever heard that word before. So I learned something new today. So we do actually have something to learn from each generation. That's fantastic. You are in sixth grade now?
Yeah.
How's that going?
That's going nice. It's a really big change from elementary school because I have a lot of classes upstairs and a lot of classes downstairs, and I have to rush there in less than 3 minutes.
That is so, it's a bit of a stress running from one class to the other, or it's okay?
Really, I usually get to classes on time. It's
Fantastic, fantastic. And in terms of the culture and energy of middle school, how was it different from elementary?
So there's a lot of more people, and so the groups of boys and girls have gotten larger. So there is more like, it's more loud than elementary school, and the classes have gotten harder, but it's still pretty simple. But they're probably going to get harder in the future.
Anyways, right? With each higher grade, it'll be more challenging. But and it's louder because everybody is that certain age, and middle school makes you feel different also, I guess. So, but you don't miss elementary school, do you?
Kind of, a little bit.
It's also very new. You've just started school. So, okay, fantastic. And what did you mean by the groups have become larger?
There's groups of girls, like those. There's groups of different types of girls, like maybe the kids who love to read, kids who like to do math, the kids who like to do art. They have grown larger because there are 7 or 6 different schools here.
Yeah, 6 different schools that merged into one. Yeah, no, that is true. That is true. So, do people know your celebrity status in school?
Some people, not all people, because they're not really familiar with somebody from a different school.
That's right. Eventually. So, tell me about your experience on the Kelly Clarkson Show. How did that come about?
So when I was saying some information about me, they kind of cut me off at a point where they thought I was done, but I actually wasn't.
Uh-oh.
So I was kind of nervous at that time. I didn't know what to do, but I just continued on with it.
So you did continue.
Yeah, I didn't continue the test, but I just let it go and just kept going on with the show.
So if you had a chance to correct that, would you finish your sentence?
Yeah, I would have.
Yeah. So that's one lesson learned, that if you get cut while you are delivering a thought or a sentence, the other person may not have realized that you have finished speaking. So just finish your thought, finish your sentence, or just say, if you allow me to finish, please. Right? So wonderful. But how did you get invited to Kelly Clarkson? I'm sure a lot of people would want to know.
So I got sent an email because I was one of the youngest people, maybe like third youngest. There was a lot of people in my age, like 9, maybe 5 or 6 people. And I was one of the youngest people there. So they sent my mom an email. And we replied immediately because it was a really big experience for me to have. And
so if you try new things, then even newer experiences come to you. You just have to be open to receiving, right? And not second judging.
Yeah.
So at that time, if you had thought to yourself, oh my God, how will I, what if, but if, you would have lost the opportunity.
Yeah.
Because you snooze, you lose is actually something that happens. You snooze and somebody else will take that opportunity and run with it. So now on that show, what happened?
So on the show, there was a green room, and they had, my mom straightened my hair before, but then they re-straightened it and replaced the clip. So all that work was really no use. And then when we were on the show, there was these X's everywhere, and everybody had to stand in that position. And I kept on getting moved because I wasn't standing in the right position, and I couldn't understand it. I've never really been on stage before, except for my school spelling bees, but those you have to sit in chairs and stuff. So it was really a big experience and new experience for me.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was really fun. I got to meet Kelly Clarkson and Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I saw that clip. I saw that video that your mom shared with me. And they're fun people, right?
Yeah.
You know, Kelly Clarkson is a brilliant singer.
I know, I heard some of her songs, Stronger.
Really? Yes. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah.
Yes, and her voice strength is remarkable. Because I love to sing. So when I listen to her songs, I think to myself, my gosh, that's also a way of communicating.
Yeah.
And completely no holds barred, nothing held back, free speech. That's free speech too. Fantastic. What do you want to be when you're older? Now that you have built so much vocabulary, has your vocabulary increased a lot?
A massive amount.
Do you use it on a regular basis?
Yeah, now that we have to write bigger essays in school and stuff like that, I have to use a bigger vocabulary, and a lot of people are struggling with that because they haven't really learned that much. But since I've been in the spelling bee, I've learned a lot of new words.
And you use them and people say, what? And do the teachers say, what?
Mm-hmm. Some of them, not all of them. Because it's kind of what your expectation is in middle school, that you should be knowing these words. But I kind of know a little more than that since I've been learning different levels of words, like maybe my level word and a little bit above.
So that's fantastic. Do you wish to take it forward?
Yeah.
What do you do next with it?
I'm going to I want to write a book one day.
If you want to write a book one day,
Yeah.
I think you are all set for it. You are able to express yourself nicely. You articulate very well. And now you know these fancy big words that people will have to open their dictionaries for. So what book would you want to write about? Would it be a fiction or a non-fiction?
Maybe like a fantasy book.
A fantasy book.
Mm-hmm.
Do you read a lot of fantasy books?
I read a lot. I read a couple Harry Potters. They weren't that interesting to me, but I read a lot of books about like maybe unicorns and mermaids. Like there's this one book series I read. It's called Emily Winsnapp. It's about a girl who's in the middle school, I believe, who changes into a mermaid when she touches water.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. What is so cool about fantasies?
Because you can use your imagination to see things that you can't see in real life.
Fantasies are unlimited, unrestricting. You can imagine anything and it's okay. So you'd like to be an author when you're older?
I don't want to be an author, like maybe a side job,
What's
but I
that?
really want to be a type of doctor. I haven't decided what yet. Maybe like a surgeon or a pediatrician.
Okay. Surgeon and a pediatrician.
Yeah, I've been deciding between those two. They're two really different jobs, but they're things that I am really interested in.
That's awesome. What inspired you to think along those lines, that to be a surgeon or a pediatrician?
Because pediatricians, they help kids. They help, kids. And I'm a kid, so, yeah.
And you like your pediatrician, I'm guessing.
Yeah. My pediatrician just retired.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you found a new one?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, I remember pediatricians are really cute people, very fun people. I remember I used to love my children's pediatrician, of course. And she would say that, at the age of 23 or something, the child is not a child anymore. You're a full grown adult.
Yeah.
So, no, at the age of 21. So she was telling us that this one boy kept coming back to her, even at the age of 23, and she said to him, you need to go to a regular doctor now. You're not a child anymore to see me. Please go to another doctor. So I guess those are really good doctors that make you feel so comfortable that you don't want to move to another one. So this has been a great conversation. Any messages for our audience who may be watching this video?
If you don't get it the first time, you always have to keep trying. That's what I learned from my 3rd grade spelling bee.
This is the pearls of wisdom coming from a 6th grader from her experience while she was in 3rd grade. If you don't get it the first time, be resilient, be resolute, and keep trying. Arya, it has been a pleasure to coach you in all those years that I did. It has been a pleasure to watch you grow into this wonderful, so put together young lady that you are. And I wish you all the success. And may all your dreams and aspirations come true. I'll be watching and cheering for you.
Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you.
Oh, it's been my pleasure and my honor. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time today also. This is Arya, one of the most wonderful people that I've met, because I seek wisdom, I seek inspiration from anybody and everybody around me, age immaterial. This was another episode of OATS UNCUT. Stay tuned for more fun, entertaining, and inspiring stories and conversations. Be well, be safe, Remember to love and to laugh. Signing off. Bye-bye.